Ivy, live from Bridgeport, Connecticut at Secret Sounds record store, covering the classic tune by Orange Juice from Scotland. I guess I'm just a little too sensitive. Ivy made up of Dominique, Andy, and Adam Schlesinger from Fountains of Wayne fame. It's time now for From a Distance with Dave and Dave. From a distance, da-da-dee-da-dee-doo-doo. Don't turn the channel.
Hi, Dave.
Don't turn the channel. Hey, Dave, what's happening?
Hey.
Great.
You remember when we set up that P.O. box for viewers to send us mail?
No.
Yeah, I forgot too, but I just remembered today, and I went and checked it, and we got a piece of viewer mail. Do you want?
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Do you want to read it?
Well, I can't read it because you have it.
Oh no, I'll read it. But should we read it? So let's see. There's no return address. Let's see here. I don't know who it's from.
So where do we get this?
Oh, hey, do you remember we signed up for a P.O. box when we first started the show at the post office?
Yes.
Yeah. So I didn't remember, but I remembered today, and I went and checked it, and we got a piece of mail.
I didn't think I remembered, and then yes.
Well, I remembered, and
I'm not sure if I remember. Ask me again.
Well, ask you again about what?
The P.O. box. Ask me now.
Do you remember that we got a P.O. box?
Not sure.
Okay. Well, we got a letter.
All right.
And it's a little chicken scratchy, but I'm going to read it off. It says, "Hi, guys. Big fan of the show. I'm someone who sometimes suffers from the occasional bout of sadness. It takes one to know one, as they say, so here's my question, and it's for Dave. Do you sometimes suffer from depression, Dave?" And he assigned it Concerned in Wichita, Phil. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I got a little rude, but kind of coincidental that he would send that question, ask that question today. Because we're trying, yes, the answer is yes, Phil, but we're trying to deal with it.
So what you're referencing is a friend of mine. Well, I'll tell the people.
Now he's a friend of ours. Now he is a friend of ours.
A friend of ours told us that not marijuana, but drugs. So we have both taken the same thing from. It's a pill from 1986. We are not going to say what it is, but it's from 1986, and a port, a delicious port from 1966. So we're just testing out. I think it's delicious.
You tell me that port was from 1966.
It has a little cork in there from, by the way, that's my birth year.
Hey, do you remember,
no.
Not the P.O. box, but do you remember
maybe
Spaceballs? What was the name of that, the prince that remember the prince in Spaceballs, that not Lone Star, but the sleepy guy?
Roger Nelson?
No, the sleepy guy that the annoying princess was trying to marry in the beginning.
I don't remember that either.
Yeah, shoot. Anyway, I don't know what.
It's a good show.
No, it's a movie.
No, this is a good show.
Oh yeah, I agree. I think real nice of your guy to give us those pills. I think I disagree. I do think they do go bad. These pills
what
pills
makes
were definitely duds.
Wait, what makes you think it was a guy? You think because of the world says I got a guy? Because it may not have been a guy. It may have been a gal. And as a matter of fact, due to this whole world changing, I'd like you to say, instead of "you got a guy," I want you to say to me right now, "You got a gal."
You got a what? I'm sorry?
You got a gal. Give it to me.
You got a gal.
Yeah, I got a gal. She gives me stuff.
Well, whatever, guy, gal. I think those pills were duds. We're not going to be able to just riff on how much fun we're having like we thought we were. So let's just get right to our guest. You want to?
By the way, my gal that I got this stuff from, she's over 60 years old.
Yeah. Well,
she's got a past, Dave. She's got a past.
She gave us some duds. Let's.
I don't think they're duds. I don't think they're duds at all.
We bring out the guests.
We better.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Let's bring. I'm very excited. Although it's difficult to be very excited because of what's happening in my body right now, in my brain. But I am very excited to bring out our guest, Chris Rasmussen, better known in the music world as Chris Razz. He had a record store here in Bridgeport called Secret Sounds that was just incredible. And he moved out a couple years ago. But let me tell you something. He had in stores. He had, Dave, are you with me on this?
Yeah, in stores.
Yeah. Stereolab. He had in store Stereolab, Ivy, Julian Halfhill, Zambonis. Let's bring him out. He's now based in Athens, Secret Sounds. You could find him on Discogs and eBay and just go under Secret Sounds. Chris Razz, come on in, Chris.
He's in the lobby. I'm going to bring him in. Should I bring him in?
Yeah.
Did you say he's coming to us from Greece? That's pretty cool.
That is nice. Chris, just to be clear, you have a physical store in Atlanta now, right?
I'm in Athens, Georgia. It's like the difference between Bridgeport and New York City.
Yeah, Athens. Excuse me.
Wait, which one is New York City? Because I think I'd way rather be in Athens.
Yeah. All right, listen.
Than Atlanta, for sure.
If I told you what I've been doing for the last 3 hours, so let's begin. So it is physical brick and mortar in Athens. And for how long have you been brick and mortar in Athens, Chris?
Well, actually, Dave, I just closed it because of the COVID thing.
Oh, fuck. Well, it's great to have you on. So,
anything else you'd like to know? That?
Yeah. What was divorce like for you?
So fun.
Real pleasure.
It was so fun for me, Dave. I would love to talk about that.
Yeah, that's right.
And the rebound is even better. You know.
Dave wanted to ask that question.
That's for sure.
Oh,
So that's pretty obnoxious. But I'm really happy to have our guest today is Chris Rasmussen, better known as Chris Razz, former owner of the brick and mortar Secret Sounds in my hood here in Fairfield and Chris's old hood in Bridgeport. And he moved back to Athens, Georgia, and he is now still selling amazing records. He is the king of records in my world. You can get him on Discogs and eBay under Secret Sounds, the great Secret Sounds. This is Chris Razz. Hi, Chris.
Hi, Dave. And Dave.
Thank you.
hello.
Dave. Chris, it's been a while, and I didn't want to prepare anything because I am very curious about how things are going during these odd times selling records. So tell me about that first.
Well, there's a lot of controversy at the moment, just the last few days, over shipping, because the postal rates are going to go up probably July 14th, and international rates are probably going to go up somewhere between 30 and 50%.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's huge, and we're not sure what's going to happen with the domestic rates yet. But all the sellers I know that are online selling stuff are kind of freaking out.
Well, the good news is the Postal Service is going to go out of business, and then it'll be right back to the Pony Express, which is not only fun, it gets ponies work, you know.
Sure.
They haven't been working lately, the ponies.
No.
Dave?
I think, and I'm just spitballing here, but I think, let's say there's someone in your life who has 2 children, let's say, and you wanted to really kind of mess with that person and flip a middle finger. Shetland pony would be a great gift to give the kids. I think I'm buying the Shetland pony, Dave.
See, Chris, this is where eventually where the show will go.
I'm sorry. Here we go.
All right. Well, this is a very positive show so far. Mark this down. So let's review. Okay, so we're gonna cut it in here. Let's see what we can do. I'm gonna try to carry the weight, Dave. All right.
You can get a Shetland pony for $300. That's the last thing I'm going to go about. I'm going to do it.
Even
Wow.
they're so adorable that even their craps are pretty. The Shetland ponies, just so you know.
That's not a whole lot of hay.
Chris, I have a question about this pre-corona sort of retail brick and mortar record stores, which were sort of seems like we're making a pretty good comeback. But sometimes I wonder if it's hard to tell because we're all sort of music or music adjacent. With my perspective, it seems like vinyl was doing really well and making a huge resurgence. Was that the reality on the ground, or is that just sort of the music we're buying into the hype?
Well, I think there is a lot of hype. The volume of music sales in the 70s, 80s, and 90s was huge. and it just dropped out practically zero. And while vinyl sales have come back to some degree from where they were at absolute zero, and the volume that's being done is really minuscule compared to what the industry used to be. So this big thing about a vinyl resurgence and saving the industry or something, there's just not enough money in that pie to call it something that's going to save the industry.
If it was a pie, it would be the size of the Bridgeport Frisbee pie. Remember those, Chris? They're about this big, Dave. That's the new pie.
Well, they see this, huge increase in sales percentage-wise, and they think, well, that's fantastic. And,
right.
It is good, and it's great that people are coming back to the stores to some degree. But,
so you saw the beginning, definitely, of the Athens scene?
Yes.
like
I did.
Pylon and the B-52s, was that happening then? I mean, the B-52s were...
It was all happening then. I saw the whole beginning period.
I was going to say, I once was talking to a musician who was in Seattle in the 90s, and I asked, at what point did you guys realize, like, oh, we're living through a sort of chapter in a rock history book right now? And he said it was way after the chapter was written. At what point, or was there ever a point where you guys were in Athens and realized, like, oh, Athens has now become it's moved from like a sleepy little college town to like a real music scene? Did that happen? And was there any awareness? I know it happened, but were you guys aware of it in the moment?
In the moment, I don't think we were really aware until, like you're saying, it had sort of passed. I actually left town in 1980 before REM hit big, and B-52s had already hit, and they had left town because they blew up pretty quick, and they went to New York because at the time there was nothing going on in Athens. And, you didn't have a scene or a big place to play or anything like that. So they kind of like lit the fuse and left. And everybody was like, these people, like two of them can kind of play their instruments and the other three are, they don't really have any formal training, and they just immediately have this incredible band. This has got to be easy. We could surely do this. So then, all of a sudden you've got Pylon picking up instruments, and they're art students, and they started it as an art project. So
you mentioned Pylon. Can you tell me, there's a special release coming out on Record Store Day that you mentioned to me off the air before. What something you recorded? Can you tell me about that?
Yeah, this is kind of a scoop because I don't think they've done a formal announcement yet. But they're reissuing the first two albums. It's going to be a 4 LP box set, vinyl only, and digital downloads. And there'll be an additional record of rare tracks, and then there will be another record that will be the demo tapes that I recorded for them. And it's going to be called the Razz tape on that record.
And that's Chris Razz you're looking at right there. Chris Razz, the Razz tapes.
Just one tape. But anyway, that's kind of exciting.
So right before Athens blows up with REM, you moved to Connecticut, and now why would you do that?
I can answer that question, or at least if you'll allow me to guess. Was it because you heard about a fledgling hockey band named the Zambonis?
No. Wow, or just a glimmer in Dave's mom's something.
Oh, I'm not that old. I'm not that young. And then Secret Sounds starts, and it was an amazing record store, and you still can find it on Discogs and eBay under Secret Sounds. But what that shop really had was not only a family thing, and like every other record shop, you get to know the people and they become part of your life, and every record is part of your life. But where did the in-stores come from? So you had many bands play in-stores at Secret Sounds back in the day.
Well, this goes back to Chapter 3 in Athens, because what happened was there weren't a lot of places for bands to play in, but we had a few in-stores.
Well, the in-stores at Secret Sounds in Bridgeport were unbelievable. And luckily we have footage of some of that stuff. I was honored that Zambonis played, and
I got to look and see if there's a Zambonis tape. There might be some video,
but it's not about the Zambonis. I mean, you had let's mention Philistines Jr. Peter Cadis and Tarkin played, but then you had Stereolab play.
Well, I love that Philistine show because Adam was late as usual, and so we had a local kid got up and played drums, and he was great. And it worked out really good.
Tarkin said, does anybody play drums or drummers late? And some kid walks up and killed it.
It was like 12 or something.
Getting back to Stereolab for a second, I think you helped create Stereolab in this whole area. You and Greg Vegas from Monsterland, everybody had like a Stereolab connection. And, we became friends with that band, and they're around here, and it's all because of Secret Sounds. They would play in that store, and it was just magical. And that we're going to show a video, low res, that our dear friend Douglas shot. Is that correct? Did Douglas shoot that footage?
I think Bill Arcipreti shot it and Doug transferred.
Got it. Well, our dear friend Bill. This is like a local scene, Dave, but it was a lifestyle around here. So we're going to show Stereolab. Chris, we're gonna finish it up, but I can't thank you enough for what you've done and what you do for music lovers all over the place, and you really exposed me to a lot of stuff. And even though you didn't like the Police, when I asked for a Police,
I walked out of that show in Athens, the first tour.
even when I asked for a Police record, I don't have a Police. I'm not buying that.
He wasn't doing those drum fills either, by the way. That was just all reverb. I just learned that.
Yeah, we just learned that on the last show.
Yeah.
Right. So that's it. Whatever. Chris, thanks so much. Dave.
Real nice, very nice.
You are
Thanks for hanging out with us.
Thanks for having me.
Nice guy. I like Chris Razz, Dave. I'm glad you invited him on the show. I liked it. Hey, can I ask you a question? I'm still not feeling very much. Did you give me the duds and keep the good ones for yourself?
No, I don't know, but I'm itchy. I'm so itchy.
Yeah,
Can you hear that? Can you hear the itchiness?
A little bit. I'm not feeling anything though. I think we should let's roll our next clip. What's the next in-store clip that we're going to show?
The Great Stereolab. Stereolab, The Great.
And which song they going to play?
The Russians burned my house down again.
Right now that's happening? That's the name of the song.
I'm going to give it that name right now.
All right, I'm going to roll it. Ready?
Sorry, Stereolab. Yeah.
Yeah, that was great, Dave. I like that band. I don't remember if I knew about that band before or not, but man, I really liked that. It was fun.
They're a great band.
Yeah.
They're still together too.
Hey, I can't find my show notes. Do you know what we're doing next?
From a distance.
Hey, have you ever really listened to the words?
That's
of
the
this
end.
song? It's
That's
pretty
the end of the
beautiful.
show.
It's pretty beautiful.
That's the end of the show.
Oh shit. I'm not hearing it. Dave, are you hearing music?
I don't hear anything.
Oh no, I forgot to do the credits. Can you just hand draw something? Turn your camera on real quick.
Oh, I'll try.
Hey, while you're writing that, I was just gonna remember that fart video that you sent, that guy that farts in the microphone. Do you remember?
How could I forget? That's the greatest thing ever.
I think when we're done with the credits, whenever you get done writing that, I'm gonna loop it. How many times do you think I should loop it?
8 times. I want to see that fart 8 times looped.
All right, I think everybody probably wants to see it 8 times. I'm just you know what, I'll do it 10 times just to be safe.
I'm trying. E-Day and Dick Socks. You could find his stuff there.